Teamwork. I believe I'm a team player. I see somebody struggling, I won't hesitate to help them out, and I believe that's my strength. My ideal work environment, I really ain't never put much thought into it because I always try and adapt and overcome. I used to be a Marine, and they always taught us to adapt and overcome, but if I had to give a work environment, I'd say it had to be somebody without my personality. There can't be two Micahs in the kitchen. A good work environment to me would be a boss that wants to help me out and show me shortcuts, show me helpful hints on how to be a better chef than what I am. That to me is a good work environment. My favorite food to work with is chicken because it is so versatile. You can add it into so many dishes. Just about every cuisine I studied, there was chicken somewhere in the recipe. So I feel that chicken is probably my favorite food to work with just because it's so versatile and you can prepare it in many different ways. I prepared a salmon salad, and it's a Midwestern dish, and it's spinach that's tossed with a vinaigrette dressing, and the salmon is seasoned with a salmon dust, and basically the salmon dust is salt, pepper, sugar, cinnamon, and it gives a sweet and salty taste to the salmon. And I grilled that and plated it with Mediterranean relish that was consisted of olives and different kinds, black and green olives, capers, artichokes, and it's topped with mozzarella cheese. I'd cook for my girlfriends, and every time I prepare something, they always had good compliments. I never got a bad compliment ever. So I thought that this was a calling for me, and probably 3-4 years ago, it started to work around in my head that maybe I should give this a shot. I would prepare stuff for my family, and they really liked, I made a saloon burger. It was a recipe that I had prepared, and they request those every summer. So I felt that that was a calling, and that's when I decided about 3 or 4 years ago, after cooking for girlfriends and family, that I wanted to do this. The saloon burger has a lot of ingredients to it. It's jalapenos with Worcestershire, Tabasco. It's like almost like a southwestern burger. It's spicy. It's got grilled Canadian bacon, grilled pineapple, and it's Swiss cheese, and along with various other ingredients, salt, pepper, different spices. I would go more outdoors, and I'm gonna say venison. I'm a deer hunter, and I like deer meat, so it's a very technical wild game to prepare. If you don't do it right, it can be a very tough meat, very unpleasant. So I like the challenge. So that's why I choose venison. That's another one of my foods that I like to prepare. You got to think about all the equipment that it's going to take to prepare a certain dish. You're going to have a timeline. You got to have goals set for this dish so that you can get it prepared. You got to have a mental picture in your head of what it's going to look like. That was one motivation behind it, and another, there is all types of art out here as far as starting a career in art. I've never been able to draw, so I would never be an artist. I couldn't paint a picture. If you gave me a crayon and a coloring book, I'd be all out of the lines. I wouldn't be able to. So I chose food. I enjoy cooking, I enjoy eating, I enjoy cooking for people, and I look at it, I feel that, food is an art. In many ways, food is an art. It makes people smile. It'll change a person's mood, depending on the certain type of ingredients you use. From personal experience, somebody not having a good day, you fix them a real nice lasagna, they're happy. I just made their day. And to me, that's an art, is being able to take something that was nothing and make it into something that's great. My mom was a wife, and I was fed very well. Everybody that I've known, my friends, all my relatives say that my mom cooks the best food they've ever ate in their life. I've had people try and talk her into starting a catering business, but she's never been interested. But my mom's been my idol. She just, over the years of eating her food and just the taste and the flavor and the seasoning, my mom was spot on every time. I don't think my mom ever burnt anything in her life. And I'm 34 and she ain't stopped cooking for me yet. And every time I go to eat, it's very good. She enjoys everything I prepare. I have yet to get a complaint. I'm pretty sure that my mom would let me know if she didn't like something. I look at this as a business. Everybody's got to eat. That's a business perspective, really. You can make money off of food just from a business perspective. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but I'm trying to get to a point is that I consider it as a business because everybody has to eat. So I consider that, I see a career in food, in the food industry. You can find a job easily in the food industry. They're everywhere. So I look at it as a business. And I would like to own my own business, my own restaurant one day. That's an ambition that I have. When I first got here, I thought picking up a knife and grabbing a skillet was all there was to it. I was mistaken. There's a lot more to it, and I've learned a lot. And I just want to thank the staff here at AI for all their help. And I enjoyed myself. I had a good time. I met a lot of good people. The students, met a lot of new friends, and I had a really good experience.
That's a wrap.